Hey guys, how's it going? Boog here. In today's video, I'll be going over Drama Queen Chapter 9. Just as a heads up, I believe chapters come out every other week now. If you're not up to date with the latest chapter, there's a playlist in the description. Finally, let me know what other manga series you would like me to keep up with. As always, thank you for watching, now on to the video. On the first page of the chapter, we see a continuation of Iklaskar's presentation. The lecture and theme is on love and symbiosis, and a handful of discriminatory voices. He questions the class on whether or not they like aliens. Personally, he shares that he loves them, but it's deeper than that. Actually, he feels tons of gratitude towards them. After all, the aliens saved the Earth, and it's thanks to them that humans get to live. He questions the students if it's the same for them as well. We then cut to Katami and Namoto, and it looks like Katami has already killed an alien, and Namoto is about to eat. Katami also clearly looks mad, and he thinks to himself how irritated he is. No matter what he does, he can't stop thinking about Lily, the alien that potentially killed his family. Ever since he laid eyes on him, he hasn't been able to eat or sleep. He worries that if he keeps this up, he'll lose all the strength he has. Even if he feels awful, he still needs to eat. He then looks to Namoto, and he sees her enjoying herself quite a bit. Katami then warns Namoto to keep it down. If she makes too much noise, they will get caught. He then tells her to have some awareness and not hold him back. Hearing this seems to stop Namoto for a moment. We then cut back to Iklasgar, and he shares that he wants to make the world a happier place. A happier place for aliens to live in. Their happiness is our happiness, he shares. He continues on summarizing the extent of human limitations. There's only so much we as a species can do. But unlike us, the aliens possess a level perspective and advanced technology. With these attributes, they can aid the human race and save humanity from itself. We then cut back to two aliens near where Namoto and Katami are. Katami makes quick work of them and returns back to Namoto. He thinks to himself how she betrayed him so easily back at the hotel. Katami wonders if Namoto has any remorse for what she did. All of this time, Katami has been able to shove down the anger and distrust he's felt towards her. But he's at his breaking point and can't hold back these feelings anymore. Even looking at her makes him super angry. It's not the first time he's felt this way either, and he's come to the realization that he hates people like Namoto. He basically now thinks of Namoto as a sociopath, even though he's not one to talk himself. Katami bets Namoto has never experienced love from anyone else, and as a result, everything she's done with her life has been for herself. And with her being that type of person, normally he would never be friends with someone like her. But unfortunately for him, so far he needs Namoto in order to complete his dream, which is getting rid of all the aliens. This leaves Katami at a crossroads. He again thinks to himself what he should do. He can't rest until the aliens are gone, but he can't keep going the way he is. And he can't trust Namoto to stick around for the hard road up ahead. We then cut back to Iklasgar again, and he shares that aliens are invading our planet, but really that's a baseless claim. He warns the students they must not be swayed by this. He states if the aliens really wanted to take over the planet, they could have done so with their advanced technology. All they have done in these 9 years that they've been here is blast away the meteor and share their advanced technology. That's it. Again, he warns the students they must block out that nonsense. Do not listen to the discriminatory voices of the miserable and lonely. He shares a quote from one of his favorite movies. Has anything you've done made your life better? For those who don't know, that's a real quote from the movie American History X. We'll touch more on that in a second. But Iklasgar has something else to share with the class. Apparently, negotiations are underway between the humans and the aliens. They plan on attracting more aliens to Earth, and the aim is to double the population of aliens in the Seno city within the year. On his closing note, he encourages the class to give aliens a taste of human hospitality. Show the aliens your love and gratitude, and let's all aim for a happy, all-inclusive society. As Iklasgar is leaving, he is approached by a student, who tells him there is no meteor, it was all staged. The student berates Iklasgar. He must get paid to tell students they owe the aliens for what they did to us, that they should be grateful. Iklasgar counters the student's argument, calling it a baseless claim and a backwards conspiracy. The aliens saved the Earth out of the kindness of their hearts, he says. An invasion, you claim? No, it's just tourism for them. The student then calls Iklasgar a liar, but Iklasgar leaves the student a bit shocked. He tells the student to continue festering his delusions and resentment. In fact, he loves to see it. That conflict he finds especially fun to watch, the kind that's filled with anger and hatred. Then on the last page of the chapter, we see Namamoto and Katami leaving. Namamoto says that she's gonna go home to sleep and see you later, angry boy. But before she leaves, Katami calls her over. He wants her to come with him, leaving an interesting end for this chapter. And there were a couple things I also found interesting. First and foremost, the lecture was about what I expected. Nothing of note was really revealed other than the population plan, which if you think about it makes perfect sense. The most important thing I took away from a Glaskar's lecture though was the movie reference. I think that was the author directly revealing perhaps his plans for the manga. A little fourth wall break, if you will. Now the movie in question is American History X. For those who don't know, here's a brief summary of the movie. Living a life marked by violence, neo-Nazi Derek finally goes to prison after killing 2 black youths. Upon his release, Derek vows to change. He hopes to prevent his brother Danny, who idolizes Derek, from following in his footsteps. Now the main similarities and themes you could take away from these two, being American History and Drama Queen, are as followed. At least I think. Racism, in this case it's more specious towards aliens. The theme of hate, which is pretty self-explanatory. Cycles of violence, like what one of my favorite games, Metal Gear Solid, states, violence only breeds violence. With the death of Katami's family, it led him to killing or wanting to kill all of the aliens. You can also see some radicalization as well, especially in a Glaskar's lecture. Otherwise, it looks like Katami might snap towards Namamoto. It makes sense that he would still be upset over the betrayal. For 2 people to bond over the hatred of something, and then immediately go to the side that you hate, it would probably be a shock to anyone. It makes me wonder, if he's killed aliens so easily, could he or would he be able to just let his rage consume him? Would Katami really kill Namamoto over something like this? I think probably not, but then again, I feel like the author is playing 5D chess with everyone, and it reads like checkers. So it really makes me wonder what the author's grand plan is. The main theme of American History X is transformation and breaking away from pre-established cycles, wanting to transform and be better. So will the overall story of Drama Queen be about Namamoto and Katami breaking their hatred towards aliens? Or will they fall into the same traps everyone else falls into? Let me know what you guys think. As always, thank you for watching. May God bless you, and peace!